into week 4 of the NFL season. What a time to be alive. We got 10 right, we got 4 wrong. Heading into Sunday Night Football, Chiefs over Giants, Ravens over Lions are my picks for the rest of the week. I'm getting sick and tired of the 75% hit rates. We went 10-4. The 4 teams that sold us. Cowboys, you can't ever bet on them again. Like, the Cowboys, I threw a bone. They covered it. You know, they handled business versus the Giants in OT. They made me some money. You know what? We'll have the Cowboys go in there. Dak will do his thing. They'll beat the Bears. CD dies. Really? You have the Cardinals lose to the 49ers, a Troll Bowl in the NFC West. Tough to predict. We're going to be talking about them soon on Thursday Night Football. Again, week 4 predictions coming up. Packers, they lose to the Browns. You can't see that coming, bro. They threw the fourth quarter. It was embarrassing. Falcons lose to Panthers. And there's a reason the Falcons have permanently been placed since last year's, video series on the no bet list. You can't trust Atlanta. We learned that the hard way. We learned it again. Game 1 of week 4 is an NFC West sweat fest. You don't want to bet. These are the games you don't want to touch at all with a 10-foot pole. Yet here we are. Seattle Seahawks head to Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm scared. Now, the Seattle Seahawks defense has been flying. This team looks good on defense. They destroyed their week 3 opponent of the Saints, 44-13. I'm pretty sure it was 38-0 at halftime. They look really good, man. Scam Darnold and JSN have a really solid connection. If you're not subscribed to True Fantasy Review on YouTube, go check it out. I have a fantasy football channel as well. The best content over there would mean a lot if you subscribe over there. JSN is really, really solid, man. JSN alone is carrying the Seattle Seahawks team. I mean, in a game where they didn't really have to try against the Saints, Sam Darnold was 14 of 18, 218 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. Don't let Torrey Horton heat up as well. This guy seems to be a touchdown machine. He returns one on special teams, and he gets a receiving touchdown. JSN, 5 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown in a flu game. The Arizona Cardinals they're in bad shape, bro. Like, I'm seeing Marvin Harrison Jr., the best wide receiver prospect of all. He's dropping wide open passes. Kyler Murray honestly doesn't look terrible. He looks tiny, but he doesn't look terrible. Rest in peace, James Conner. This guy's leg was doing bad things that you don't want to see a leg do. The spread for this first game on Thursday night is Cardinals favored by 1.5 points. You have Kyler Murray, who just threw for 160. Didn't look great. Only 1 touchdown pass. Trey Benson's solid. Like, Trey Benson, he might even be an upgrade over James Conner at this point, but the James Conner injury is scary. Receiving-wise, McBride, 5 for 43 and a touchdown in week 3. Marvin Harrison Jr., 3 catches for 40. I'm just not excited, man. Now, this is a Troll Bowl. You don't want to bet on this, but if you look back at 2024, the Seahawks swept the Cardinals. Hoo-hoo! Start parking, baby. We're going for the dogs. First game, Seahawks to cover 1.5. And let's go Seahawks money line. But again, it's one of those games you want to kind of stay away from. You don't really know. The Vikings at Steelers will be the next game up on the schedule. Carson Wentz. Say his name. Now, typically, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, if you told me that you have the steel curtain against Carson Wentz, I'd say pack the bags. Good game. Let's go home. However, the Steelers let up 30-plus points the first 2 weeks of the year. Now, week 3, they hold the Patriots to 14. They turn the ship the right direction. The Steelers' defense looked good. What are we going to see when they play the Vikings? Now, pretty similarly, Aaron Rodgers has kind of been decent at quarterback, but it's more of a game management type thing. And I think that the Vikings defense, had at least two defensive touchdowns. I think it was the same guy twice. He played insane. A fumble recovery touchdown and a pick 6. This guy was all over the place. I think that Aaron Rodgers could have a hard time as well with the Vikings defense. I think it'll go both ways. This Vikings team just looked so good. And this game, it's in Pittsburgh. You have the Steelers as 1.5 point dogs. Another game that's 50-50 to start the week off. And it's really, really hard to predict what you think here. Carson Wentz didn't really have to try, but he did. When he was trying, he was good. Touchdown pass to Hockenson. Another touch. He had 2 touchdown passes on the day. One went to Hockenson in garbage time. The Vikings dropped so many points. I don't know if I want to bet against them. 48-10 against the Bengals. Bengals defense sucks. Bengals offense sucked as well. Going to be a much closer game here. Do not get deceived Don't go all in on the Vikings thinking that Carson Wentz is going to be the savior. He's not. But I think that the Vikings can come in here on the road and get the job done. I wouldn't bet against Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, though. This is a true toss-up in my eyes. I'm going Vikings, spread, and money line. Tough one. Eagles at Buccaneers. 2 3-0 undefeated teams. One team will walk away 3-1. One team will walk away 4-0. The Buccaneers. Mike Evans has the hamstring injury. Godwin is trending to play. He's back, baby. Maybe. Is he going to be on a snap count? Maybe. You have Buka, who was supposed to be limited in week 3. This dude didn't look limited to me. He was out there making the one-hand catcher. So the Bucs, it's kind of weird, their offense. Bucky Irving, they got a stud right there. Kyron Williams looked good versus the Eagles. Maybe they have a big ground game attack for Bucky paired with Rachaad White. The Bucs are down 3 is the spread. So the Eagles are favored to win this game by 3. The Eagles lost to the Rams in my eyes, right? Like I said, listen, guys, do not take the Eagles to cover the spread. Don't even take Eagles money line. I said I chose the Eagles to win for the picks and everything and all that, but I said don't bet on the Eagles-Rams game, and it turned out I was right. Like that game came out to the last minute, little fluke blocked field goal return for a touchdown. It was crazy. The Eagles, they have some soul searching to do. They got to really, knock their opponents back. They got to find a way to blend together the rushing game and the passing game. And I think that they might do that right here against the Buccaneers. Eagles by 3, man. I'll take the spread and I'll take the money line. Saints at Buffalo Bills. Now, looking at the Saints and Bills, what I want to say here is that the Bills are going to destroy the New Orleans Saints. If the Seahawks just dog walk the Saints, what do you think Buffalo's going to do? Bills by 100. The spread is 17 points. The Bills couldn't cover versus the Dolphins. And golly, I think maybe I'm hallucinating. I think they cover here versus the Saints. Give me the Bills by 17, man. Next game up is going to be Titans and Texans. The Titans might just win this one. Like, Cam Ward has honestly gotten better week in, week out. I know he had the worst interception I've ever seen. He was throwing to Tony Pollard. The worst play I've ever seen. Pick 6. Embarrassing. Alik Iomanor looks good. Pollard, I mean, it's not exciting, though. Like, the Texans almost got a win versus the Jaguars, but that game was so bad as well. The Texans' offense sucks. This game's in Houston. This game, you have the Texans as 7.5-point favorites. Honestly, I think that spread is too big. I would probably bet on the Titans to cover, but I do think that Texans win this one, and I'm pretty confident I think they will end up winning. So I'm going Texans here, not too concerned. Panthers at Patriots. Both these teams stink. But the Panthers have the hot win. They get Bryce Young looks good. The Panthers are insane. I ain't buying it. Now, the Panthers are 4.5-point dogs. They go on the road and take down the Patriots. I will not be touching this game with the 20-foot pole. So far, the only games I really like is I like the Texans' money line. You probably have to throw the Vikings over the Steelers just to get the parlay odds up. And I like the Eagles, -3. The Panthers looked good. And I don't really want to bet against the team that just steamrolled their opponent in week 3. They beat the Falcons 30-0. And I think the Falcons are better than the Patriots. But you're playing in New England. Drake May. He didn't look terrible against the Steelers defense. I'm going with the Panthers, who are 4.5-point dogs. Maybe Vegas knows something I don't. I mean, I do think the Panthers suck. But I'm going Carolina here. This could be a big mistake. Listen, we're going for undefeated. Undefeated on the week. We're going for Carolina. Doesn't feel good. Chargers and Giants. The Giants I haven't seen on Sunday Night Football yet. I don't think it's going to matter. The Chargers, I thought they were going to sell me. I thought the Chargers were going to lose to Denver. They made it close. They get the Dicker the kicker field goal at the last second. Beat the Broncos. They come down from 20-13. Win the game 23-20. I'm going to roll with the hot hand, man. They haven't let me down yet. You got the Chargers favorited by 5.5 against New York. We'll see how this spread shifts after Sunday Night Football. I'm going Chargers to cover that to meet LA. We got the Commanders and the Falcons. Is Mariota still in? Mariota has the rushing upside. The Falcons looked terrible. I think no matter who is quarterback here, you can't trust Atlanta. The spread for this game is Commanders -3. I think it's better off, waiting to see what the Jaden Daniels news is going to be like. If Daniels is there, I'm a lot more confident. If he's not there, I'm a little less confident, right? I'm not sure just how much Mariota had to push himself in a game against the Raiders where it seemed like they were out in front for most of the time. Going Commanders to your cover. Browns and Lions. Okay. So, transitive property here. Let's use our brains. You're smart. Packers destroyed the Lions. Browns beat the Packers. 1, 2, 6, 5. The Browns will beat the Detroit Lions, is what you're thinking if you are a clown and did not study in math class once. The transitive property does not apply in this circumstance. Why? Because I'm telling you it doesn't. I don't care. In fact, let me look at the spread. Please tell me. Let me make some money. Tell me the Browns. All right, yeah, the Lions are 8.5 point favorites. Vegas is not fooled. Now, 8.5 points. I bet on the Packers to win by 10. And was I crazy? I mean, I didn't think I was. They were up by 10 going into the fourth quarter, and they lost. So I'm not touching the spread. Like, even though it's Lions 8.5, this Browns defense was actually pretty legit against Green Bay. Judkins looks good, 90 yards and a touchdown. The Browns have life. They do. But they were without two of their starting tackles, and Joe Flacco was getting murdered every single play against the Packers' insane defense. Lions defense ain't terrible either. Detroit money line is a lock. I'm also going Lions 8.5 here. I don't know how much we should trust that when the Packers just lost. Colts at Rams. We're in the 4 o'clock games now. This is a good game. We have the undefeated Indianapolis Colts taking on the Los Angeles Rams, who should be undefeated, but they're choked. They're 2-1. They're mad. Now, this is going to be the Colts' greatest test yet. I don't think the Colts have been playing the cream of the crop just yet. I think they're going to see a tougher time against Matt Stafford. Who do I trust? Indiana Jones or Matt Stafford, who's been in the league for 27 years, and now Devontae Adams and him have an insane connection. Puka Nacua has 15 catches and 130 yards every single game. This seems like the game you're going to have to bet on. Rams are 3.5 point favorites. I honestly don't like that. I think that I like the Rams by 3, but 3.5, I don't like it. We're going Rams money line. Jaguars and 49ers. Mac Jones. It sounded like Brock Purdy was trending to play in week 3. He was close, but he didn't. Then you have the Jaguars, who beat the Texans, but it looked so ugly. So ugly. Brian Thomas Jr. again was kind of MIA. Like, he was all right, but he wasn't really amazing. I think you go with it depends on Brock Purdy. If Brock Purdy plays in this game, I like the 49ers to cover this 3.5 points. I do. If Brock Purdy does not play, give me the Jaguars as an upset. Let's get freaky with it. That's going to be a whole contingency. Watch out for the injury status of the quarterback. Bears at Raiders. The Bears! Rome Odunze, I was wrong. This guy's insane. The Raiders, Trey Tucker had 3 touchdowns. Did you have that on your bingo card? The Raiders are 1.5 point favorites here at home. Gentry looks better. Trey Tucker looks better. Geno Smith was all right. Brock Bowers is missing in action. Bears, I mean, they beat the Cowboys. Cowboys defense is the worst in the league. The Raiders defense is better. Blah, blah, blah. The Raiders, the Commanders just destroy them. I'm going with the Bears. The Bears are dogs on the road. This week could be bad, bro. I think I just chose like 16 underdogs. Listen, you can't comment and say that I'm taking the easy route. I'm going with the dogs, left, right, center. Our record on the year is pretty good. What is it, 35-11, right? So we've been pretty good. I'm going with the Bears. This could be the week it all goes to hell. Bears, 1.5 point dogs. Give me a money line. Ravens and Chiefs. Let's see if we can make some money here. Please, Vegas, have the Ravens as like 3 point favorites. We'll see. The Ravens are 3 point favorites. Oh, baby. Still bet the house. Bet the house on Baltimore. Why? This just feels, I mean, it feels like the Chiefs might get, Worthy could be back for this game. Could be bad. The Chiefs defense is legit. We'll see them against the Giants, but I think they're very legit. They played very well against the Eagles. It's in Arrowhead, which is keeping the spread closer for this game than it probably should be. But I think Ravens by 3 is my favorite number I've seen so far this week. That's probably what I'll be including in my bets. Now, you guys can make your own decisions, but I like Ravens to cover that 3 point spread a good amount. We'll see how they play versus Detroit as well on Monday, but it probably won't affect my decision here. Sunday Night Football. Are you ready for some Packers at Cowboys? Oh my God. It's a good bounce back game for Green Bay. Oh man. Packers 5.5 point favorites. I think they're going to cover that. Rest in peace, Jerry Jones. And they're going to go into Jerry's world. Michael Parsons is going to bet on Parsons to have a sack because that's going to be a good bet. Monday Night Football, you got 2 games again. But thank God it's not a 10 o'clock game. First one, 7:15 Eastern time. You got Jets at Dolphins. This is a game that nobody cares about. Is Justin Fields back? That'll change a lot. Is it to a tie? I think the Dolphins win, man. I think the Dolphins can win this game at home unless Justin Fields is there. Which, if Justin Fields is there, I honestly don't think that this Dolphins defense, as bad as Fields looked last time we saw him week 2, I don't think this Dolphins defense can handle it, man. So honestly, this is the same thing. It depends on the quarterback, but I think that there's a solid chance we have Justin Fields back, so I'm going Jets. Bengals and Broncos. Cincinnati. What happened? Jake Browning is not it, man. Broncos are going to win this game right here on Monday night, and it's sad. I mean, I can't even see the spread for this game, but it doesn't really matter. Like, Jake Browning looked bad. He wasn't even targeting Jamar Chase either. Like, Jamar Chase, I think he had like 5 catches, 40 yards or something. Now, he did have a couple, catches called back by penalties. Bengals did not look good in any aspect of the word good. Broncos are 8.5-point favorites here at home. And honestly, I'm taking that. Now, the Broncos offense, I don't know how much I trust them to put up a lot of points. I still feel like they're trying to gel together and get their feet under them. They only put up 20 here versus LA. So I don't know if I like the 9-point spread. I'm definitely going Broncos. And honestly, I think there's a good chance they cover that. There it is. Week 4 NFL predictions are in the book. I hope I didn't mess up, man. It feels like we went with a lot of the underdogs. There's either a lot of money to be made, or we're going to come back next week and I'm going to be 8-8, and it's not going to be looking good. So I'll see you boys in week 5. I don't know.